You spend 20 minutes drafting a critical request. You hit send, and then nothing. You get absolute silence. But you can fix this by waiting 48 hours, referencing your original email, adding immediate value, and providing one clear call to action. Silence from a colleague or a client rarely means rejection. Modern professionals are managing crowded inboxes, competing deadlines, and shifting daily priorities. They aren't ignoring you, they are simply busy. This diagram illustrates the two ways you can handle that silence. The flawed approach applies pressure, trying to force a reply, which routes your request straight into a bottleneck. The professional approach focuses on reducing friction to make the recipient's decision completely effortless. Mastering this specific communication skill signals that you take ownership of the project, proactively resolving blockers rather than waiting for permission to move forward. This timeline establishes the baseline for a normal request. Send your email, then wait 48 hours. Timing adjusts to context. Urgent issues require 24 hours, but for external sales or pitching proposals, extend that window to 3 to 5 business days. When the window closes and it is time to write, this 4-part funnel guarantees a clean message. You reference the last email, add a piece of value, make one clear call to action, and maintain a calm tone. The first step is purely mechanical. State the topic, the specific meeting, or the exact date of your last interaction right away, so the recipient doesn't have to search their thread history. Sticking strictly to this structural formula forces you to be objective. It replaces anxiety-driven typing with a repeatable method. The most common mistake professionals make is asking for an update without offering anything in return. Instead of saying, "just checking in," give the recipient a reason to engage. Phrases like "just checking in" or "sorry to bother you" project desperation. Switch to confident language, like "following up on our discussion," which politely assumes the person is busy rather than actively avoiding you. Add value to the thread. Attach an updated project scope, drop in a one-page risk summary, or proactively answer a single question you know they will need answered before they can approve your request. This decision tree maps out exactly how to format your call to action. Vague endings like "let me know your thoughts" force the recipient to guess what you want. Instead, ask for one specific action. By condensing your request into a simple binary choice or asking them to confirm a single date, you cut their reading and decision time down to seconds. This framework delivers a tightly packaged business outcome, allowing the recipient to provide an approval with a single click. To learn how to communicate with clarity and build real career skills, make sure to subscribe to Corporate Elevate for more professional frameworks. Let's apply these mechanics to a high-stakes scenario, following up on a job application. You reference the specific role you interviewed for. For the value, you share a relevant project you recently completed that matches the job requirements. Then, your call to action is a single polite question asking if the position is still moving forward. The structural skeleton of the email is identical every time. You just swap out the value payload to match the specific needs of your audience. If you send a structurally perfect message and still get no response, do not send the exact same email again. Instead, each follow-up requires a legitimate purpose. Space out your attempts. Your first attempt is a reminder with value. If they remain silent, your second attempt offers new value or simplifies the request. By the third attempt, close the loop entirely, offering to drop the issue if it's no longer a priority. When you escalate to senior leadership, your mindset has to shift. You must act as a decision facilitator for people who do not have the time to reconstruct the entire history of an issue. This diagram shows the executive framework. You build your message as a tight 4-part pillar. Provide the context, state the current status, offer your direct recommendation, and ask for one specific decision. Distilling a complex organizational roadblock into a single actionable choice shows leadership that you own the problem and respect their bandwidth. To maintain that professional trust, never use guilt-tripping phrases like "I haven't heard from you," and never mark an email as urgent unless there is a literal, time-sensitive emergency. Before you hit send, check your work against the blueprint. Did you wait 48 hours? Did you reference the last email? Did you add tangible value? And is your call to action obvious? A polished professional follows up with clear purpose and thorough preparation. They do not operate out of anxiety. A frictionless follow-up demonstrates professional respect for the recipient's limited bandwidth.